Roll the clip.
22. And recently, some phone calls from last year between he and I were leaked.
Marjorie has her own spa, her own workout room, and her own spa. And she could go in there and get massages every day. People come to her house and and work her out and all of that. I was like, oh God, what a dream.
Does she look old though? Does she look like she's getting old?
No, I haven't seen her, but she looks good on her pictures.
Oh, she ain't there?
No, she's not there. If she was there, we probably wouldn't have been all over the house. Wouldn't have done it. No, you know he's scared.
Damn, sure right. God, what you say? You know he's scared. God,
all of that.
And on those calls, you hear me saying you were winded going up the stairs at your home. And Marjorie looks at us as the help. And right here and now, I want to apologize to you and Marjorie for what I said. As much as I wish I could, I can't take it back. I can't. I said it. And, you know, I want to apologize. It was definitely not me trying to add to what you and Marjorie already have going on in your lives right now. But the fact that these tapes were released, it does seem like everyone is coming to you, coming for you, I should say, at this time, including me. But in reality, the tapes have nothing to do with what you and Marjorie have going on. It was just me running my mouth in a private conversation, or what I thought was a private conversation. And again, I apologize. I feel terrible. I make no excuses. You know, I said what I said, and there's no denying it. There's no taking it back.
She the best thing ever happened to me. I don't care what nobody say. And y'all quit talking about she was in my other marriage and ruined it. She didn't. She was nowhere around that. My marriage, I got divorced in 2005. My marriage was over when The Kings of Comedy was out. But in 2005, let me hip you to something. I had nothing. May 23rd, I lost the radio show, and May 10th, I lost the TV show. Steve Harvey had no money. Got with Marjorie again. We got together in 2006. We had nothing. She didn't marry into no lap of riches. I had nothing. When I asked her to marry me at the end of 2006, and then she said she wanted to get married in 2007, I told her too soon. I got to get some stuff together. She said, what? I said, baby, I ain't really got nothing. I'm trying to build. She said, I'm going to get in there and build with you.
What's good, my good peoples? Welcome back to Roller Clip TV. Let me jump into this hot topic right now. Shirley Strawberry from the Steve Harvey Show had had a conversation with her husband, who is now in jail or in prison, and those conversations got leaked about Steve Harvey, about going around his house and how Margie looked at them as peasants and so forth and so on. First of all, let me start by saying this. It's really sad. From my perspective, Steve gave her a job. So she created a living, a lifestyle from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. So it's really sad that, and so I'm going to speak from, listen, to all my other brothers and sisters. I'm going to just talk from a black perspective because I'm black, so I'm going to share what I think I know about the black perspective. It's really sad that us as African Americans will tear each other down. Maybe this is this way in every family. I don't know. I'm talking from my perspective. But when somebody has something good and they've blessed you throughout their lifetime, there's nothing in your soul that should want to tear anything they did down. Period. I love Steve's response. Steve said Marjorie was the best thing that ever happened to him. And contrary to popular opinion, he cleared up all the rumors about she broke up their marriage, so forth and so on. The reason why this topic is so near and dear to my soul, because my wife, Jamila Ballard, is the best freaking thing that ever happened to my life. She's helped me grow and mature as a man, as a human being, as a son of God. The reason why I am sitting in our home, our new home, is because Jamila Ballard had an in-depth conversation with me about self-worth. And she said, we are better than this. And it took one conversation, and several months later, we were moving into our new home. So I don't know everybody's situation, but I just want to go on record and to say this. When we first got together, like Steve Harvey, all hell broke loose. Family, friends, everybody had something to say. And I shared this with my son recently. Let me say this. First of all, nobody pays my bills. I don't ask nobody for shit. My wife we are self-sufficient. We are in our own world, our own planet. So if we allow you the opportunity, the privilege to step into our world, I only want to see one thing. That's this. Y'all beautiful, man. Because listen, when I come into your world, that's all I'm going to give. My brothers and sisters, if you are doing your thing, your mother, your father, your aunt, your uncle has no right to criticize your wife. Listen, I have never been a mama's boy. I will never be a mama's boy. It's just not in me. I am pro Jamila Ballard 1000%. You cannot talk bad about my wife and think there's not going to be a repercussion or a consequence. You're not going to get cut off. Point blank, end of story. That's just how it is. And I'm sure in this situation, I don't know if the Steve Harvey Morning Show is still going on because I don't listen to radio like that. But Steve Harvey didn't sound too thrilled about it. But when Jamila and I first got together, family, friends, there were several friends that just tried to throw a monkey wrench into it. Just try to get us to just go our separate ways. Exes that try to get us to go our separate ways, doing all kind of freaking stupid schemes and plans and this and that. But nevertheless, what I understood was that I said, God, when you bring me the queen, and I knew it in my soul that we were at it wasn't our first date. It was our first official date that from that point on we spent the rest of our life together. We've been together ever since. AMC movie theater. I was broke. I had a couple dollars on me, but I wanted to take her on a date. It was 2014, January 1st. It was New Year's Day. We went to AMC movie theater and we were standing online. And I said to her, babe, I said, I didn't call her babe at that point. I said, listen, I said, I'm a little tight with money, so you can get some popcorn. She said, but I want some nachos. And I knew I knew I could buy the nachos, but I knew I knew I had a budget. We were standing online, and Jamila put her arms around me, hugged me. She had prior to this point, she had never done that. I was looking at the popcorn. I said, I'm about to marry her. I'm staring. I'm like, y'all. I knew it in my soul. Like God confirmed it. This was her. So from that point on, I knew, brothers. And when you know somebody belongs to you, when you know God gave you somebody, you gotta protect that. You got to protect that against everybody and everything. We are our self-contained planet. If we invite you in, I want nothing but this. I get why Shirley Strawberry, I kind of understand why she did what she did. She was trying to appease her husband at the time and have casual conversation. But nevertheless, in our casual conversations, I guess a husband and wife can talk about whatever they want. At this point, they weren't really husband and wife, and they were on a jail cell phone. So there's a little wisdom that should have been there. But my wife and I share a lot of personal things that's intimate that the world will never know. But the lesson in this is, let's stop throwing each other under the damn bus. So what? She has massage rooms in it. He worked for that. My wife got a bunch of luxuries, but it's because we work for that. Not because somebody gave it to us. Anyway, I share these videos because there's always a principle and a point I'm trying to drive home. And when Steve said Marjorie's the best thing that ever happened to him, brothers, sometimes we just gotta stop and celebrate our queens. And nobody is more important than your queen. Not your mother, not your sister, not your aunt, not your uncle, not your brother. She's numero uno. Everybody else gotta fall in line. And even if mom doesn't line up, then you got to deal with mom. Anyway, y'all think y'all checking out Roller Cup TV. I'm sorry I was a little bit serious today. This is just a topic that's near and dear to my heart, but I love you guys. Do me a favor, subscribe.